Hank, is that just Crestwood's internet being bad?
Yes. Yeah. It cut out. Didn't miss. We have a black screen, but we're live. This says we're live. Why do I not have any picture? Oof. Okay, we might be back live. Possibly. Folks, I apologize. I don't know what it is. The internet goes in and out. Next game, I will be bringing another solution, my own wireless network, because I can't keep doing this to you. This is driving me insane. So what do we got? We got 1st and 10. Minerva has the football in Crestwood territory at the 35-yard line. Nobody has scored since we last left you. And it's a handoff, and he's going to get drugged down.
51 fly into that football. I think he was the opposite side linebacker on that play.
Yeah, they gave credit to Jake Iron, but I think that was Corey Bernowskis on that.
Yeah,
51.
Yep. Appeared to be the case. Man, Corey Barnowskis.
He is the center, taking over snapping duties for Gavin McIntyre, who graduated last year, who was at least a 3, possibly a 4-year starter at the position.
Mm-hmm.
So we're 2nd and 9. Lions threatening inside the Crestwood 35 at the 34. It's a handoff, and he's going to get met as soon. However, he bounces it outside. Wasn't brought down and struggles to get back to the line of scrimmage. Brought down by a brood of Devils. For no gain. A lot of running around. No yards.
3rd and long. Once again.
6:42 to go on the clock.
Devils defense has been creating turnovers and apparently scaring Minerva into creating their own turnovers
Right.
left and right today. Would not surprise me if we see another one in the next couple plays here. It's been a while. It's been a few too many clean plays.
You know, the main announcer that does the CVC Game of the Week stuff, he likes to say, you got to take full advantage. when you have opportunities, you got to take full advantage. And it looks like Crestwood's going for the football on that.
Yep.
Did we strip it away? That was close. Either way, it's a sack.
Man, he got walloped, too.
Yeah, he's hurt. Number 7, a quarterback.
Looked to me like he might have taken a punch to the gut going for that ball.
Trying to knock that ball out.
Yep.
Boy, they're giving him forward progress there. It looks like he back up to the
Goodness gracious.
36-yard line.
That seems awfully far.
Unless they're going to impose a penalty somewhere, but I didn't see any flags.
That spot seems very... Okay, sorry. Got to stop commenting on refereeing.
Yeah. No, it's just confusing. We wish that the referees had a mic that we could hear up here what the call is on the field. A lot of times we don't even get a signal, or we do, and it's not from the guy who's supposed to give a signal. So it looks like the young man's going to get up and walk off. Like I said, I know as a parent, especially after watching the shot that Wyatt Januska took last week, how stuff like that can just kind of drop your stomach and get you a little bit worried. So let's hope that young man's okay and he's able to play again, because we didn't come here. We don't come to hurt each other. We just come to play some good football.
Mm-hmm. I apologize to any Minerva fans that may be watching, but I apparently do not have a very updated roster for your team. I don't see a number 7 listed on here at all. I see a number 2 a senior quarterback. So that was Hunter Dietrich. Hoping he's okay and can go back in this game at some point.
All right, so it's 4th and 11.
Julian
The
Dunbar.
quarterback's going to roll out, and he's got a host of Devils chasing him down. He's got a little bit of room, and he's going to get hit and go out of bounds, I think, before the first down. It's going to be close. It depends on – it looks like he's going to be stopped about 2 yards short. I think the Lions are arguing that he didn't step out. But
they had a line judge right there, so
yep,
if that was wrong, I'd be surprised.
Turnover on down, so it'll be Crestwood football.
Another defensive stop for the Red Devils.
5:38 to go in the third quarter.
Not letting Minerva even sniff the end zone, let alone put any points up.
Well, I guess they did get a little deeper into our territory. But bend, don't break.
Absolutely.
Gave up no points defensively last week to Ritztown. And no points, knock on wood, thus far today. So Crestwood's going to take over, 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Got a man in motion. Charlie takes a snap, but hands off to Nate. But it looks like he is met with a wall, a den of lions. What do you call it? A pack of lions.
Pack of lions. A horde.
A horde? A herd.
Herd.
I think Blaziel's going to struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up a couple inches. What was that? Oh, my wife corrected me. It's a pride of lions. I forgot.
Goodness gracious.
Product of public schools myself. So it's the direct snap to Blaziel, who takes the handoff and just dances and weaves and finds holes that aren't even there. Creates his own. Drives ahead for about 7 yards. Looks like they marked him back a little further than I thought he was. So it'll be 3rd and 2.
Approximately.
Right at the 35-yard line.
With how quickly Nate Blaziel can get up to speed, I wouldn't want to be a linebacker standing in his way either. No, you can go by. Have fun.
Right, yep.
Somebody else can tackle you.
Hopefully my safeties are back there. And the snap to Blaziel again.
Just like that.
Has some room on the outside.
Picking up another 10. Doing his best to get to another 200-plus yard performance.
Yep, I'm sure he's well on his way. I'd almost bet he's hit 100. Don't have an official stat keeper up here. If you're interested in being an official stat keeper for us, send your resume to thecoachjason@hotmail.com.
Or if you're interested in being an announcer, I'll do the stat keeping.
There you go. So the snap is direct snap to Charlie Summer, who is running the ball. And, he is brought down hard as he tries to cut it upfield.
It's tough. Good. A couple of those have worked out really well, and a couple of them you just can't quite seem to get enough open space on the edge. You can't quite round that corner into open space. He
is going to pick up 2 on the carry, but that was a hard 2 yards. Not that there's such thing as an easy 2 yards, but that was definitely not in the easy category. So we got a student body shift to the right here, to the wide side of the field. Direct snap to Blaziol with a little fake from Summer, who acted like he had the football, and Blaziol is just carrying guys downfield.
I think he got hit about half a yard after the line of scrimmage.
And carried guys for 7?
7, 8, yeah.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
Folks, you should see this in person. I don't know if it comes through on the screen on YouTube as like it does here. This kid is amazing.
I mean, I had a headset on and I could hear that first contact that he hit somebody with through it.
Going. So direct snap to Blaziol again, who cuts it outside. He's got a lot of room. He got one man to beat, and he is brought down, but not until he gains 15, 18 yards.
18, yeah.
Another Crestwood first down. Yeah, I think the Lions coaches probably did their homework. Said, don't let him get free. Don't give him a hole to run through. Let him create his own, because if you give him a hole, you're going to be chasing him. The wind's kicking up here. Boy, does that feel good, too, because it is muggy out. It is a beautiful night, but, boy, it's muggy up here. Single wing, direct snap. Charlie, and he hands off. I believe this is Januska. Coming around the outside, he's got some room. Brought down by number 3. I think he's okay.
He's wrapped up around the ankles.
Oh, looks like he may have
a little twist, a little tweak.
Twisted an ankle here. Oh, boy.
A little hamstring action, cramping up. Yep.
Good. I hope that's all it is.
I think we'll see him again.
So he picks up a Crestwood first down in the red zone, down to the Lions' 16-yard line. Wyatt's okay. He's been making a solid impact for this Red Devil offense. Blaziol takes a snap and, again, making a hole, as you can see. Pushing, dragging, driving. Kid's legs don't stop. They don't stop. He never just gets up. He jumps up from a pile.
I think his legs are still churning in the huddle over here. Just never stop.
All you can do, you can't stop him. All you can do is slow him down. Hope to slow him down. So, be 2nd and 3 inside the 10 after a pickup of 7 on the last play. Charlie's got the snap, and he's going to keep it. He's got some blockers out ahead, and he fumbles the football, dives on it in the end zone.
And that is still a touchdown. I wasn't 100% sure if you could advance the ball on a fumble, but he fell on it, and that's a touchdown.
In for the Crestwood touchdown.
The stat book's not going to say anything about that. That's a touchdown one way or the other.
So to answer your question earlier, a free kick is a live ball. Either team, once it goes 10 yards, a free kick on a safety.
Okay.
Once it goes 10 yards, is a live ball like an onside kick. So you can't advance it in high school.
Okay, that's what I
but
was
you can take
on
possession.
Take it, yeah.
So
Interesting.
the snap is to Blaziol, who runs it in. And good for the 2-point conversion. We may have somebody hurt on the play. It looks like a Lion is down, and he looks to be in some pain.
Yeah, I saw Nate Blaziol pointing at him. Did he get rolled up on?
Oh, I hope this young man's okay. That looks like that hurts. We're going to step away from that. I'm sure he doesn't want that on YouTube as much as anybody. So we're going to hope the young man's okay, but that does make the score 24 Crestwood to nothing for Minerva. It looked like that hurt. Kind of that same feeling I had last week when I watched Wyatt Januska take a crown of the helmet to his face, kid running full speed. You know, it's not, like I said, it's football. It's the heat of the game. You know, Wyatt went down kind of late to catch the ball. So anything can happen. You know, the kid might have been diving to make the tackle, and Wyatt went down right in front of him, but just something you don't want to see. And I really hope this young man's okay. Thanks to Scott Vinyl, who's watching at home, who sent me the information on the free kick. Appreciate you, Scott.
Yeah, thanks, Scott.
Scott and I coached some Pee Wee football together for many years at the Mighty Might level, and then again, well, he was the head coach, and then he assisted me a few years later. And
got the young man from Minerva up on his feet and walking off. So whatever's going on is not lower extremity.
Yep, good. That's great.
But he does have some help, so.
But he is walking. That's good. So it's not like a
no spinal cord.
Right, no broken legs.
Really do hope he's okay.
Yep. You know, a lot of things happen, especially when you get into those piles. I just speaking from my own experience in the alumni game a few weeks ago, I got hit with a face mask in the back. I don't even know who it was. I don't know if it was our own team or if it was the other team. I was blocking, and the next thing you know, I'm on the ground trying to catch my breath. So stuff happens fast. I don't think anybody was out to hurt anybody here. But Ironman's going to tee it up at the 40 and kick off. After that 24, after the touchdown and the 2-point conversion takes the score to 24-0, Crestwood. Jake's really added a lot of distance to his kicks since last year. This one's going to bounce at the 20.
Jukes out the return, man.
Mishandled inside the 20, and he's got a little bit of room here. He finds a
lot
hole.
Of room. A lot of room. One man to beat. And
brought down by number 14. I believe that is...
Can't remember the numbers yet.
It's Tommy
Sorry.
Georgia. That's Tommy Georgia.
Tommy Georgia.
Took me a minute.
Probably saved a touchdown there. All that was left to beat was Jake Ironman, and he had a body in his face, getting blocked.
I am terrible with names to begin with, and if you don't have your name on your back of your shirt, it takes me a second to remember. So I'm doing my best, but like I said, I do want to give every kid credit for what they're doing out here. Boys are playing some really good football, game and a half into the season. So Minerva has a first down and 10 at their own 45. They got a man in motion. Turns and hands off, and he's going to run it up the middle. And he does actually find a hole this time. Looks like he's drugged down finally by Jake Ironman. But not before he picks up 9 yards. Oh, they're going to move him back a yard. Let's go 8 yards. Or we could go 7. You want to move him back one more? Well, I'm not sure why he moved it there. That was interesting.
Yeah, me neither. Interesting.
That was about where the ball was, where he was down. So, but I'm not going to complain. Make it second and 2 instead of 2nd and 1. Sure. I don't think you'll hear anybody on our sideline complaining either.
Not me.
2nd and 2 at the Crestwood 47. Minerva is in Crestwood territory again. Fumbles the snap, but he picks it up and handles it himself, and he's going to get thrown down again hard.
Might be enough for a first down. Can't tell quite where they're spotting it yet.
I believe that was number 8. Number 8 is, according to my sheet here, Zephaniah Beverly. Yeah, that was Zeph. Another senior getting some playing time. This kid's been working out with this team for a long time, so it's good to see him in there and making a difference, having an impact.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, young man. It's tough to crack that starting lineup, you know?
Absolutely.
But that is a first down for the Lions, just inside the Crestwood 45-yard line. The quarterback's rolling out. He's looking deep. Throws it deep. He's got a man who trips.
Wide receiver turned around.
I believe he was probably not catchable anyways. It would have taken some Odell-style moves to bring that one in.
Yep. That's one of those that his quarterback's probably going, keep running. Don't turn around. Keep going.
Right.
I put it in your bread basket.
Yeah, I'm not sure that would have been in bounds, though. It looked like it landed out of bounds.
It did. It was overthrown wide right as well.
But you know, as a quarterback, it's always the receiver's fault. So.
Yeah. Duh. Why do you think quarterbacks get paid so much?
Right. It's never their fault. So we got 2nd and 10 at the 45. Minerva football. Trailing 24-0 currently. And another mishandled snap. He's going to have to run it himself.
He finds a bit of a hole,
he does.
too.
He finds some room on the outside there.
Picks up 9-ish.
I believe that was 51 Corey Banauskas on the tackle there. And the announcer here agrees with me. That's going to be the end of the third quarter.
Nothing doing.
Crestwood's up 24-0. right, we're back from a short break there. Crestwood's going to have the ball. No, I take that back. Minerva's going to have the ball. 3rd and 2, and he's taking a
blown up
handoff, and it's blown up in the backfield. The Crestwood cheerleaders riling up the Crestwood crazies there. It's Hawaiian night here. It was also youth night. In case you missed the beginning of the broadcast, the entire youth football and Crestwood youth football and cheerleading squads were out here tonight. They ran through the tunnel and they made a line for the a people tunnel for the Crestwood varsity team to run through to take the field tonight. The next generation of Crestwood football. Also, you know, I mentioned Rich McIntyre at the beginning of the broadcast. I pointed him out, and in case you missed it, I do want to give Rich McIntyre a big shout out. He was the driving force behind the football field, the youth football field being built at the Shalersville Park. Several years worth of work, several years worth of petitioning the Shalersville board, and it was a lot of work, a lot of sleepless nights. And then once it was approved, then he had to get out there with the bulldozers and the what are those, bobcats, and pushing a lot of dirt, and he had to coordinate guys bringing in dirt, guys bringing in sand, and all the stuff that sodding the field, all the stuff that it takes to make a youth football field. And they built a concession stand there, and Rich clearly didn't do it alone, but he was the driving force behind it. A lot of good people helping out along the way. If I tried to sit here and name them all, I couldn't, and it wouldn't be fair to everybody for me to do that. So I just want to say a big shout out to all of the people that were involved. You know who you were. You probably know them. If you're a Crestwood football fan, a lot of good people making that possible. So that we can have a good youth program. That's what Jack D'Amato's vision was, a good youth program, a big youth program, so that by the time they get here to high school, he's got, oh, look at this. Handoff. Oh.
Down and the ball's out.
They're whistling it dead. I'm not sure what the quarterback was trying to do there. He reached out after he was already down.
I'm not sure if there was an offensive line on the field.
It didn't look like it. The whole defense.
We had 6 of our guys in their backfield by the time he got the snap.
Yeah,
goodness gracious. I wouldn't want to block. I wouldn't want to block some of them either, but goodness.
We haven't
what
seen.
A force this has been.
Yeah, this has been fun to watch. You know, we made the playoffs last year, but we really only went 5-5 in the regular season. Just some of our victories were, I guess, got us up in the ratings somehow against, you know, some teams with some better records. So we did. I believe we were the last team to make the playoffs, and we got the first exit because we ended up playing a powerhouse.
Powerhouse of Kirtland, is that what we're
it wasn't Kirtland. Who was it? Yeah, we got smoked by Kirtland at the end of the season. And
maybe that's what I'm thinking.
They were, I wish I could remember. My memory's so bad anymore, folks. I'm sorry.
Me too.
So this is Blasio with the ball.
And
he finds a hole and runs through, and he gets drugged down, but not before he gains 25 yards. Yeah. 35 yards.
Do you think he gets CVC Player of the Week again if he goes for 240 instead of 230?
Well, he has a couple touchdowns on the night.
Yep.
3, I believe, actually, right? He has all 3 tonight.
No. I believe Charlie has one of them.
Did Charlie get one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably when I was trying to figure out why we weren't streaming.
Correct.
So, which is the case right now. According to this, we're not streaming. Son of a gun.
Disconnected again?
Looks like it. No, it's showing me live. What? It's not coming through on my phone, though. So, okay, I'm not going to complain. My phone
Maybe
shows us like we're not live.
It's just slow.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I looked over, and my phone's that's what I was using to judge whether we were live or not. Let's reset it. So you got 2nd and 7. Crestwood inside the red zone at the 17, 18-yard line. Handoff, direct snap to Blasio, who hands it off to
Wyatt Januska.
Wyatt Januska, number 4, who carries the ball. Must have been a cramp earlier.
First down.
And he's kind of limpy
sideline
off again. This poor kid either needs some bananas or some ice.
No, he did get his legs kind of taken out from him there. Direct shot to the knee a little bit.
Check and make sure that this still doesn't look like we're live. No, it says we are. Okay, it's just my phone. Good. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. I keep taking away my wife's screen to do that.
Direct snap to Nate
snap
again.
to Blaziol, who's
bumbling,
driving,
off,
weaving,
and
he's in
third.
for number 3 on the night, number 5 on the season. Crestwood touchdown. Got to throw that in.
Goodness gracious. I was about to say something about how we haven't really had much success throwing the ball tonight.
Yeah.
We've only had about 6, maybe 7 pass attempts and 2-3 completions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it doesn't matter at all.
Nope. We're going to run the ball, and we're going to run it some more, and then we're going to run it some more. So they set up for the 2-point try. I don't believe, again, that Crestwood has identified a field goal or extra point kicker, so we're just going to go for 2 every time. Double handoff. Number 14, I believe that's Tommy Georger, and he dives in for the 2-point conversion, making a score 32. Crestwood to Minerva 0.
I have a new question. Is there a rolling clock after a certain score? A continuous clock after a certain score in the fourth quarter?
Used to be, what, 35?
Because the clock was running during that extra point, and we're all confused again.
I don't know. Maybe that was a mistake.
Well, just wondering. Wasn't my mistake. It was Monica's mistake.
No, it was. That's a good question. I need to study up on the rules.
Scott Vinyl, you got any insight if you're still watching?
We need to get him like where they cut to New York on the NFL.
Yeah,
we cut to
cut
Scott
to Scott Vinyl's living room.
Yeah, he can fill us in on the rules and give us the interpretation. And
yeah, he's our rules analyst. I like that.
Anyways, so Crestwood's going to kick off. Jake Ironman tees it up at the 40. 9:11 to go in the football game.
Shorter kick.
But a short kick.
Fielded by Minerva at about the 20. He bounces his way up to the 34.
Looks like a couple Devils in there on the tackle. Ty Berquist among them. It's always nice to see a kid that you coached keep playing all the way up, getting some varsity time. I have helped coach a lot of these kids when they were 6th graders. Both the junior class and the sophomore class currently.
Yeah, man, hearing some of these names in a high school football game makes me feel ancient. I'm only 24.
You and me both.
Goodness.
Yeah. I remember when these kids would cry when their mom wasn't there yet to watch the game, you know. Here they are, knocking heads with the Minerva Lions. Jack Lambert's field here. So it's a handoff up the middle. Gonna dive ahead for not much. Ty Berquist in on another one. 2 or 3 on the carry there.
Only about one of those yards was picked up with his feet on the ground.
Right. Another young man who was probably going to see us some varsity time this year until he tore his, I believe it was either an elbow or rotator cuff. I can't remember what I was told. Luke Zasnewski would probably have seen some time at wide receiver. The kid's fast as can be. He's got good hands, and he's going to back to pass, but he's in a heap of trouble, and he just throws it away. That defensive line in there again.
Yeah, there must be some sort of continuous clock thing rule in effect right now because that was incomplete. And
it must be 30.
Still rolling.
Yeah, it must be 30 yards, 30 points.
Gotcha.
I can't remember if it was 30 or 35.
Yeah.
I am very old, so.
Either way, Minerva's quarterback not having a whole lot of time to get rid of that ball, not a whole lot of time for these routes to get open to get to the top of them.
Yep, you got 3rd and 7 for the Lions.
Hurt for a second.
Up at their own 39-yard line. Looks like the Devils are coming. Number 8's rolling out.
Getting chased.
Oh, and the ball's out. The ball's out again.
again.
Looks like the Lions.
Yeah, I think
no,
Minerva
51's got the football. They're going to say Crestwood football.
Another
turnover.
Forced and recovered by Crestwood.
Number 51, Corey Banauskis.
Man, is that turnover number 7 today? Forced by?
There was 7 last week.
Goodness gracious.
Doesn't help that we gave up, I believe, 3 of our own so far.
Yeah. But when you force that many, you're still positive, you know?
Yep, definitely.
Hard to complain when you put up 32, force 7 turnovers, and hold a team to 0.
Yep. Amen.
They're going to have easy practice on Monday. It's light. Wear shorts, you know?
I hope for their sake that's the truth.
Have a team dinner after.
Have some Blasiol's pizza.
Yeah. Buy me some.
Crestwood's going to take a timeout here with 6:31 to go in the game. Currently up 32-0, and they take over at the Lion 44-yard line.
I do have word from my older brother, who says that Scott Vinyl also says that there's a running clock anytime after halftime if you're up by 30 or more points.
30 or more points. Thank you, Scott Vinyl.
And thanks, Kyle, for relaying that to me. I do not have the actual stream part pulled up here, so I can't see any.
Yeah, we don't have enough screens.
Comments or anything, and I don't have
we
any.
only have 7, but we don't have one that we can keep the comments open on. All right, back to the action. Crestwood's ball, 1st and 10. Looks like the 44-yard line. I don't know where that ball went, but somebody's got it. It looks like Blasiol might have had it. I lost it somewhere in there. Oh, I'm sorry. Zephaniah Beverly with the football. Picks up. Let's give him a yard. It's like almost exactly a yard.
Yeah, right about.
Good for Zeph.
3 feet.
Come in, make a difference. He's been a good teammate. Everybody loves him. So here we go. Got the single wing. Direct snap again to Zephaniah Beverly, who's going to run around the left side, but he's going to get tackled and drugged down. Doesn't get quite back to the line of scrimmage. There's Zeph, number 8. All right, so it's going to be 3rd and long. Right at the 44-yard line. Zeph's still in the backfield. And he's lead blocking this time.
He's got
some room.
Up the sideline. Makes a man miss. Makes another man miss.
And he's in for the Crestwood touchdown.
Juke. Made 3 in a row. Fly into the sideline instead of him. And somebody else is now hurt in the end zone.
Oh, no.
Another Lion down and, again, does not look good.
My roster says that number 3 is Charlie Summer. However, we know number 12 is Charlie Summer.
Yeah,
so
Mike,
I would imagine it's Michael Callista that just ran that ball in for the 44-yard touchdown. I believe Michael Callista is a freshman, as the Crestwood Crazies down here are doing a little chant shouting, he's a freshman. So that kind of solidifies that probably was Michael Callista. So congratulations, Mr. Callista, on your first varsity touchdown, the first of many, I'm sure, to come.
What a run.
I understand he's also a heck of a quarterback. So he could be the guy next year because Charlie's going to graduate.
Yep. We'll need a successor. Take over the offense.
Yep, somebody's got to do it. And I wouldn't doubt if it's him.
Crestwood's just
going to down it. They're not going to try for the 2-point conversion. Just going to be satisfied to walk away with a 38-point lead.
No running up the score or anything. Just staying classy.
Doing with class. Yep. I mean, you put your freshman in, right? You put a senior in who's hardly seen the football field in 4 years, and Zephaniah Beverly gave him the ball. Not much more you can do to take your foot off the gas. You can't tell the kids to quit. So, good job to the coaching staff there, keeping it classy. So at about the 2-minute warning, I'm going to hang up the headset, take the wireless camera, and head downstairs and see if I can get a player or a coach or two. We're going to see what they thought about tonight. And I just had a spider on my neck. Gross. I want to give a big shout out too to the grounds crew here at Crestwood High School. A few weeks ago, this field was not looking so good. It was awfully brown all the way around, and there's still some brown, but it's a little bit more green than it was.
It's got some life back.
Yeah, and done a great job getting in shape here for the football season. So the kickoff is returned to about the 39-yard line of the Lions. After the turnover, the clock's going to start and won't stop until there's a timeout. Crestwood being up 38-0. So this is going to be 2 games, barring anything crazy happening here in the last 4 minutes. 2 games where your defense gives up no points.
No points and hardly any time within the red zone even at that point.
I could be wrong, but I don't believe that Rootstown saw the red zone last week either.
Just dominating.
Yeah. Defense is awesome.
Said offense wins games, defense wins championships.
Yeah.
Too early to tell, but
way too early to tell. But that's the goal. The goal is to get to the playoffs. See what happens.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're going to Minerva's going to take a timeout, think it over. All right, we were just prepping for the end of the game here. You got 3:42 left to go. And Lions are going to hand it off. Looks like we've got some reserves in the game now. I don't see a lot of numbers that I recognize.
Some of these younger guys, some experience.
Yeah, get them some varsity time now. That's the kind of stuff that pays dividends later on.
Looks like Minerva's doing the same.
I see 31. That's Chris Morey. He's a freshman. getting some playing time here. And you got a quarterback's going to roll out, and he's looking and
just throws it away.
Just throws it away. Nice catch, Jake. That was Jake Ironman on the reception, out of bounds.
Except that he dropped it.
No, he spun it.
Oh.
He gave it a nice little spin.
I'm
looking for some other numbers out there. 45. Stephen Heritage, senior. See a 35, Josiah Baker. His older brother Noah graduated a couple years ago. It's good to see Josiah out there.
Man, Josiah Baker's a high schooler.
Number 5, Jacob Devlin, sophomore, playing safety. And it's just going to be a little run on the outside. I saw number 40, Everett Baines, also a sophomore, getting a little playing time tonight.
Fourth and exactly a yard.
Mikey Hager on the tackle there, junior. Well, that's my 2-minute warning, folks. Minute 45 to go. So I'm going to hang it up here, turn it over to Bryce, and I'm going to go downstairs and see if I can catch up with some of these guys and get you an interview. So stick around.
I'll do my best to avoid technical difficulties. I'm sorry if they arise. And I'm going to have to fill some time talking, but Gang tackled right at the line of scrimmage on 4th down. That is going to turn the ball over to Crestwood, and I believe they'll just kneel this one out. Oh, no, they gave Minerva the first down on that. It looked like they were going to call him short, but I apologize. So that's a first down with just under a minute left to go. Minerva in a shotgun, tailback behind him. Quarterback rolls right, sees a bunch of deep balls. This is 4 verticals. Makes some men miss. Gives some more time. Rolls all the way, reverses field to the left. And he finds some space all the way outside, and he picks up about 20 yards on that play. Man, whoever this quarterback is that has come in for Minerva is a shifty guy. That play took about 30 seconds off the clock. There is a flag on the field, however. Can't quite tell what they're calling. Sorry. Turn his mic down. And that is going to be it here in Manaway. Your final score, Crestwood 38, Minerva 0. Pitching a shutout. This Crestwood defense was dominant all game. Minimal first downs allowed. I mean, really the only thing that has hurt them at all is giving up the big play. And they pretty much put a stop to that after the first quarter or so. So, name of the game today, if you're still with us, running the football and stuffing the gap as linebackers, just stifling defense. Hard-hitting, smash-mouth, classic old-school football.
Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to get us any interviews. My wireless system will not boot up. So, my apologies. I didn't mean to get everybody all excited for something that's not going to happen.
In this technological age, none of it seems to work.
No technology for you. Like, no soup for you. But, however, I do get to stand up here and watch one of my favorite traditions here at Crestwood. Raising of the helmets as the band plays the alma mater. Big salute. A lot of respect. These guys know what it means to put this uniform on, put these helmets on, and represent their school. Could be wrong, but I believe. Look at that. There's Coach Jack D'Amato with his daughter Layla. Cheerleader. She went out to congratulate Daddy after the big game, big win. Crestwood moves to 2-0 on the season. I was checking the standings this morning. Kirtland is already 2-0, so they must have had an early game somewhere, Thursday night game possibly. But Crestwood's going to join them there. 38-0, your final here tonight. What an incredible performance by the defense. An incredible performance by Blasio. And I got to say, I mean, a lot of guys doing a lot of different things to contribute, and it's a beautiful thing to see. So congratulations, Coach Jack. Congratulations to the Red Devil team. Great job. Great team win. I can't wait to talk about it all week and get ready for the next game. Let me grab the schedule real quick. I'll tell you what's coming up. I should know this, but I have a hard enough time remembering kids' names, let alone the schedule. And I'm the one that prints the schedule. You'd think I'd have a little something to do with remembering it.
I just get told where I got to be when I got to be there.
So we're going to bring you all the home games. And if an away team will allow us to bring you an away game, I will try to arrange that as well. So next week, we travel to the Cuyahoga Heights Red Wolves for a big-time battle there. 2 weeks, we'll be back here on September 13th against the Beechwood Bison. Always fun game to watch. Beechwood Bison, an up-and-coming program, so that'll be a good test for us. Then we'll be away for 2 weeks, going to Brooklyn and then to Chagrin Falls. And then we'll be back here against Cardinal on the 4th of October. We'll be away at Berkshire the following week, home on the 18th versus Kirtland, and then home for the final game of the season versus a newcomer to our conference, the Fairview Warriors. So that's it. We'll see you guys all in 2 weeks. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. It was great to have you. I apologize again for the issues. There just doesn't seem to be anything I can do about it. I'm going to try a little something different next time, just to see if I could just have my own internet here and I won't have to worry about it. But other than that, I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. It's been our pleasure to bring this game to you, and we will see you soon. God bless everybody.
Tiny town, big claims, the field is set. Cleats on turf, mud and sled. Still on the scoreboard lights, shining bright. Coach barking orders night after night. Huddle up, boys, the clock's ticking fast. Quarterback's ready, this game ain't our last. Running like the wind down the 50-yard line. Tackles and touchdowns, crossing the signs. Friday night showdown, let's hit the stage. Small town heroes, heart full of rage. Cheerleaders cheer, crowds yelling loud. We play for pride, faces in the crowd. Fumble the ball, jump on it quick. Opposition fierce, they gonna stick. Pain and glory all in the same. High school legends play their game. From the bleachers to the street, a town alive. Post-game party under starry skies. Smoking barbecue in the crisp night air. Tomorrow's another day, but tonight we ain't there. Friday night showdown, let's hit the stage. Small town heroes, heart full of rage. Cheerleaders cheer, crowds yelling loud. We play for pride, faces in the crowd.